Here are two Samuel Bevington jugs created using the same mould design. The 6.5-inch jug on the left is decorated first with a smeared glaze before the addition of a reddish-brown oxide, which was painted on most but not all of the unraised areas between the relief pattern on the jug. The 7-inch jug on the right has been dipped evenly in a cobalt oxide glaze to produce its blue colour. Britain had the first system of intellectual property protection in the world. The Ornamental Designs Act 1842 allowed for a registered design to be protected for 3 years. It was up to the company registering the design to enforce this legal right. The design showing the sacrifice of Agamemnon's daughter Iphigenia was registered in 1855. The thin glaze wash is lightly applied by hand over the surface by sponging, wiping or brushing. The thicker glaze is left on the flatter areas of the jug with no relief moulding. When this hand-applied thicker glaze is fired, it leaves a dimply orange peel effect. This smear-glazed jug has had a second level of decoration when a reddish-brown oxide was painted on top of the dimply orange peel effect. You can see a drop of this second glaze on the handle as the decorator tried to reach a more fiddly area of the smear-glazed effect. Looking closely, you can also see either side of the face of Zeus an area of the orange peel effect that has not been redecorated. Covers for jugs were common in the 19th century to prevent dust and flies from contaminating the contents. It is likely made of Britannia metal, a tin alloy rather than pewter. This cover with a hinged lid was made to measure by Thomas Booth of Hanley, a close associate of Bevington. It would have had a silvery appearance with a greater resistance to tarnish compared to pewter. The V&A Museum does not possess any Bevington mugs, but I visited the museum to study 3 mugs of William Brownfield, a prolific jug maker and contemporary of Bevington. The Fern jug was first produced in 1859. The same design was registered again in 1864, as patent protection only lasted for 3 years. It was known to have been produced in 2 sizes. Here are some colour variations. In 1861, the paths of William Brownfield and Samuel Bevington were to cross in a courthouse for patent infringement. Brownfield was a former mayor, alderman and a county magistrate. Bevington had just started out as a potter. It was a test case for the Ornamental Designs Act 1842. The case was settled amicably, with Bevington agreeing to destroy the moulds, provided Brownfield paid him a fair price for the jugs he had made. This is the Donatello jug, named after the Italian Renaissance sculptor. It has a stylized flower pattern framed by ornate scrolls. It has the fine stippled or fabric-like texture, which confirms it was smear-glazed. The blue colouring is the result of a cobalt oxide glaze which was smeared over a cream-coloured body. It is not a blue clay. The International jug was a very popular jug that was made for the 1862 International Exhibition in South Kensington. The same design was re-registered at least twice. It is known to have had two size variations at 7.5 and 9 inches. The jug featured 4 fields of endeavour in its strapwork: science, art, music and commerce. Again, this jug was smear-glazed in its white form. There were variants where further oxides were added to produce a blue and red colouring on top of the stippled orange peel effect. Thanks for watching. Thanks to the Victoria and Albert Museum for making this video possible. If you enjoyed this clip, please click the like button and do subscribe if you have not already done so.